If all children on earth, when they are born, if their parents would keep on whispering into their ears that you are not the body, again and again and again, a kind of a continuous suggestion. My child, you are not your body. We may think that, what has that to do with the child? Let's never ever forget that our true lessons, starts when we are in the womb of the mother. The modern science is coming very close to understanding that our brain in its formative stage starts to absorb every thought, every feeling, every emotion of the mother who is carrying the child. So it's not that someone is to be taught something after the child is born. It starts from the moment of conception. As long as the child is in the womb of the mother, if the mother is contemplating upon the divine as a sole reality, if she is surrounded with all the things that continually remind her about the divine presence within and without, then all these thoughts and the vibrations of each of these thoughts will percolate and they'll be absorbed by the brain cells that the child is gradually growing now. So it's like a formation of something in which the child comes into the world ready to accept the higher reality of life. And imagine after the child is born, if the mother, the father, every time they cuddle the child, you are not the body. My child, you are birthless, you are deathless. You are fearless. Imagine if these words keep on going from the ears to the subconscious that's in the making, to the heart of the child, to the core of the child. Imagine, just imagine what a difference this world would be. Don't you think so? Because all that we all are here to do today and every day, every time we are in any satsang, every time we are sitting, every time we are looking at the moon and the sun and the beauty, all our efforts in our spiritual endeavor is basically to get back to this root, I am not the body. The whole journey is from body to the soul, from the outer to the inner. Outer is not what we are seeing outside. Our outer is our body. That's where we are stuck. That's where we are identified. That's where we have become materially grossed up. And it is so difficult to detach ourselves from this body identification. Obviously, it's not just the body, but at the same time, the mind. And by mind, we all know that it's nothing but a package of repetitive, recurring thoughts and its own emotions or feelings. And again, we are attached to that, identified with it, involved with that all the time. So, all the efforts that we are talking about, all the meditational techniques that we are talking about, all the yoga practices that we are trying to do has one purpose. That which was not done at the time of birth by our parents, we have to take the whole life's journey to do it right. Yes or no? Mm-hmm. Just think about it. It's just a thought of my mind. You may approve it, you may disapprove it. But this is how I look at it. A mother and a father has to be essentially, deeply, spiritually rooted, because by that they can send forth a call to the highest astral planes to choose the best of the souls from there to come to them. It's almost like you are creating that environment in which you are inviting. We start everything only when we have grown up and all our thank you so much. Until the mother comes, nothing happens. So it's something like I oftentimes think about it, why we have to struggle so much to still our mind. Very simple. Because we are outwardly focused all the time. Our focus is not from inside out. Our focus is from outside out. In order to create that change, to see the world, to see everybody, not as bodies, but to see as souls, lights, we need to completely reorient, restructure our brain, retrain our brain. Pure wonder, pure amazement. And for her, no definitions. I would say, oh, this must be a dahlia. But she has nothing to do with your dahlias. A definitionless mind. And that is the right ground to put the best of the seeds, not when we are grown up. Because by then we have a structured brain. It takes a long, difficult, arduous journey again to undo it all. Doing is easy, but undoing is difficult in the spiritual world. That's the reason you find so many people will come into the spiritual path, but very few people reach to that enlightened state. Why so? Because undoing is very difficult. Unlearning is very difficult. Emptying is very difficult. It's easy to learn. because we are feeling it. And it's all from outside in. But once we start to feel everything in, now unlearning means you are unlearning the in. That's very difficult. That's very difficult. And you can be rest assured, until such time, unlearning has happened, started in a deep way, true spiritual awakening cannot come. By true spiritual awakening, I mean a sustained state of a stable ground of mind. A sustained state where the mind is not continually tossing like a pendulum between the past and the future, between the memories and unseen imaginative mind of tomorrow. It's difficult because that's how the mind has been trained from the earliest childhood. And we all know that until such time we can unplug from the past, unplug from the future, we cannot drop into the present. And we all know our subconscious, where lies the answer to all our questions of life, basically is nothing but running on the present. In subconscious state, no past, no future, everything is in the present.